Hello and welcome to this week's ITL. I hope you all had a great week. No, I'm not using I'm not mic'd up this week. But I am using a shotgun mic, so it does sound a little bit better than just using the regular microphone off the camera itself. But it's not quite as good as the face microphone, but it's not as flat. I mean, it's a give and take either way. I mean, the 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 whenever I mic up, you can hear more of my voice, exactly what I'm saying, but it's really flat. I get it. I get it. Like I said, it's a give and take. But whenever I got like this, you hear more of the surround. It's not as flat. It is what it is. It is what it is. But I think I got in what I was waiting for. I got in what I was waiting for. One of them is right here, which was kind of upsetting because of I had to get these. Yeah, before I get into what was in the bag, we will cover the cordage. The cordage. Just to let you know, whenever you get into, these are Class C cords. Not all, just in case you didn't know. I didn't realize this. I thought I was pretty well knowledgeable about cords. I thought I did, it was. But not all Class C cords are what they appear to be. Some of them are just like these are, or I mean, they are just for charging. Some of them are for charging and for data transfer. These are just for charging. Basically, they're junk. Pardon that. They're just junk, basically. I guess they're good to keep on in your car or on your bike to charge your stuff up. Should have kept the heater on because I'm starting to be able to see my breath now. But they're junk. Because I had to wait a while and spend more money to get this in. This is a data transfer cord. It's a Class C data transfer. And this actually has, so I don't get it all mixed in. See how these are all like twisted and everything? Yeah. This is all nice and neat. And it stays like that. Got little magnets here and there. Keeps them together. Yeah. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. But yeah, it's a Class C. And I got the magnets around it for me. But we'll get to this. These are actually pretty dang cheap. Pardon my language. Pardon my language. Swearing that. Ooh. I want to unsub myself for that. I'm tired of my swearing. Shouldn't swear. Don't swear. Okay. I ought to get a little bit more expensive one of these. Right there. Try to get to the light. This is a Pico W. Raspberry Pico W. Yeah, I'm going raspberry. Raspberry, guys. This is a Raspberry Pico W. This is like an Arduino. Arduino, how do you want to say this? This is like one. It's not one, but it's a like one. This is a Pico. Pico W. And the reason why it's a W because it's a wireless. You can see this right there. It's the wireless. This is also supposed to have Bluetooth, but they don't never turn them on. But it's got the wireless. I want to get the wireless to work. But the reason I want to get that, I got plans. I got plans. I want to make sure it's appropriate and it's legal for the FCC. And if it's not, I got other ideas. I want to buy other ones, other Picos. Yeah, I'm gonna get into programming. But this one here is going to start me off with the raspberries, the Pis. Actually, if it wasn't for this, I was going to get into the Arduinos. But that one there, I'm gonna hook that into a radio, and already got the ammo can set up for my Fox. I've got about 2/3 of it all set up already. I got the program, most of the programming already set up for it. And yeah, all I gotta do is get that bugger set up. Get the wiring pretty much done. It's just to get it done. Get it done. I got it figured out. It's all up here. It's going to go Morse code. It's going to be Morse code. No, nothing fancy with audio. Just Morse code. And that's all it's going to be. Something simple, easy, Morse code with my call sign. And that way I'll announce it and that'll start, and I'll have it where I can turn it on using my cell phone, and I'll be at hand to shut it down, pick it up. Be that simple. But I won't be that far away from it. But that's my plans are for it. I'll be using a Baofeng UV5R for it. And I'll be using a little, well, basically the same one. See these actually use 2 batteries, and it'll be actually use one that goes in this. These actually use 3.7 volt batteries, 2 of them, and I'll just use one of them to run it in a big hooey. And I can actually set it up solar if I wanted to. And then whenever I get done with that, I want to get around and start messing around with other projects around the house for lighting and for actually setting it up for downstairs to for my water, for sensors and stuff like that for the Picos. They're cheap enough because you can get the little ones without the Wi-Fi for $4, and whenever they're not on a race like they are right now, you can normally pick them up for like $6 at times whenever they're not scattered like they are right now. Right now they're a little pricey, but it's unusual right now. But whenever they come back down, I'm talking. Right now I got that one for $12, but they should come back down in price. But whenever they come back down in price, I'm gonna snag a bunch of them up. If they come back down in price, that is. If. Oh, I lost the light. That's all right. That's all right. Oh. Oh, but it'll work out in the end. that was what I was excited about for my ham radio because I've got the antenna for it. And the other one, I changed my phone services, my cell phone services. I used to go TracFone, and all my friends, everybody knew me really closely. Knew I used to go TracFone for everything for my cell phone service. I mean, I swore by it. I loved it because TracFone. I mean, I've been with it since 2010, 2009 because I mean, it just covered me and was cheap enough for me. I didn't have a lot of money, and at first it was just a throwaway phone, but it worked for me, so I just stuck with it. And then I got better phones and kept with the service. It was great. I loved it. But now, and I loved how it ruled over. The minutes every service ruled over. But now, a certain company starts with a V bought it out. Okay? And yeah, it didn't go, it also had its hiccups. Every now and then it had its hiccups, and they all do. It wasn't perfect. But you could always work around it. You know, you could always get it fixed. But the certain company bought it out just recently. So the V. I've had troubles with them in the past. In fact, they gave me the screws in the past. Now I'm not going to get into what happened in the past with that. But it hurt me, pocket wise, and I walked away from them. But they bought out TracFone, and I'm like, oh heck no! And they're going to change everything out on TracFone. I said okay, no problem. I've had the service with TracFone with my current cell phones that I've had with them for going on 2 years. It was just shy of 2 years within a month. I said, no problem. I'll just take these phones. I like these phones that I had. I was going to take it into another service provider. They were supposed to be unlocked phones. I bought them through, I think it was QVC or someplace. Didn't know whenever you hooked into a company that they locked them down to make sure they weren't stolen. Sounds reasonable. Then, after such a long time, you can unlock them. Okay. Okay. My wife's supposedly they unlocked her phone for her. This was 2 weeks ago. They unlocked it for her. We switched over to the new company, which was Tello. We've had no problems with them so far. My phone found out it was never set up properly. I'm like, well, how can we do this? Well, they told me what we can do is you can pay it was like around 150 something dollars. My phone was like a 200 something dollar phone to start with. 2 years old. Or you can get a 60-day plan with us, and then you can then unlock it. No, I've had service with you since 2010. This is a 2-year. I've had this phone for 2 years, almost 2 years with you. No, you've had a mistake. I'm paying for your mistake. No. You know what I mean? So I said, okay, I'll tell you what you do. Disconnect the phone, disconnect the service, disconnect my wife's service. Forget about this phone. No problem. Disconnect it. I'll buy another phone. And that's what I did. I bought the same phone, just a newer version, and went to Tello. That's what I did. And that's what I'm using right now. I just enjoyed the phone. It's a Motorola Stylus G5. I love them. I'm sorry. If you don't like them, I'm sorry. But I like mine. Okay? And then I found out that they never disconnected my wife's or mine, and they didn't. And on the second, they charged us because we had it hooked up to our bank account to pull them out. They tried to charge us for it. And whenever we disputed it through them, we got oh, I'm sorry, click. And we're sending you a confirmation email, which was we never got. They might have sent it to us, but we never received it. Everything I'm telling you, I can confirm. I've got it in recording. So I got protection over myself. So this is ridiculous. I mean, you can pick your own decision, whatever you want. This is me just giving it by everywhere. Verizon, it is what it is. You know what I mean? They all have their issues. I get it. Like Tello, you might have issues with Tello. I've read Tello. I mean, my father-in-law said, "Well, Tello throttle you back." Yeah, I read about that. You run out of your plan, they throttle you back. They all gonna do that. You run out, they're just gonna make it so you don't have a big bill when they bill you. It's better than cutting you right off. You know what I mean? It's like, duh. It doesn't take a rocket scientist for that one. But I'll tell you what, Tello does allow you to have turn your phone to a hotspot. I like that. I like that. Uh, and I mean, I like the unlimited. I like the unlimited. That's just me. Hey, but this is, if any of you run into this for this, I mean, I'm willing to chat back and forth. I'm willing to learn. I'm wanting to learn. This is what I'm getting into about the Morse code. I'm wanting to learn more about it. I want to learn into it. Also, this is just going to be my call sign, of course. But every little bit, every little bit. And if you know more about that, as far as if it's not quite kosher or whatever, just let me know. You know what I mean? Let me know. It is what it is, because I know I go audio and do the same thing with just a cell phone. I can do that too. It's been done. I just rather do it this way. Do lightweight. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm jabbering at you guys all long enough. I mean, I'm on my soapbox. I am going to be starting a little bit. I'm going to start doing a little bit, show my my religious side a little bit more often. I hope you guys don't mind that too much. I think I might be bringing it out. You know what? If you guys don't mind it on the ITL, I know this is my job, this is my spot, but you guys watching it, everybody watching it, would like to see a little bit, like a little bit of a, say, a prayer brought out on this every now and then. I like to pop a prayer in every now and then to everybody, just to just because the world's getting bad out here. Just just to bring it out here every now and then. And if it doesn't offend you guys, I like to know about this. This is Muscle Mike, wishing you all a blessed week. Have a great week, 73.